What's good, folks? It's your boy Will Collins checking in once again with yet another video. Today I'll be giving myself a little quick Christmas Eve touch up before the big day, because as many people usually do, they like to get a little quick IG flick up session, to post on Christmas Day. So that's what I'm preparing for right now. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Here at Will C TV, we try to encourage humble living by doing a lot with what you got. Because I'm a creature of habit, I usually stick with the same haircut day in and day out, and every time I cut my hair, I go with the same one every time. Because for one, it's easier for me to kind of get a groove as far as learning how to cut my specific style. And it's also easier to kind of hone in on my skills as far as cutting is. And as far as changing it up is concerned, I haven't really thought of any other hairstyle that would match my head shape, because personally I feel like mine is kind of a lot different than others, so I usually stick with what I know. And because this works for me, I don't see myself changing it up anytime soon, unless I get to at least 500 subscribers by at least July. Hopefully I can make that, but if I can't, I'll probably stick with what I got now. But hopefully in the meantime, I can count on your support by at least liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. And if you want to, hit those post notifications just to stay in touch with any updates and drops that I have as far as uploads is concerned. Oh, and if you know of any good barbers who post on YouTube or Instagram, make sure to tag them below so I can kind of hit them up, get any pointers from them, because any help to improve my skills is help I definitely will take. So if you know anybody, share the channel to them and give them my Instagram and my YouTube channel. Other than that, let's get into the video. Before I begin, I have to unpack my SelfCut mirror and everything else, which only really includes the 2 adjustable mounting brackets. And because I value virtually everything I own, it usually takes this long for me to get everything out. And with this $200 mirror, I am most definitely going to be careful. That's usually typical when it comes to living a humble life, because being conscious of the quality throughout an item's lifetime is very important if you want to do a lot with what you got. After that comes a placement and setup, which is always quick. Finding a good spot for the mirror isn't difficult. The only thing I have to worry about is the lighting. After that, I like to prep my area so it's easier to get in the groove once I start. This is when I get out the tools for the task. First, I get out my oil, my shims, which I actually have to use more, my comb, and my multiple guards. Then I set out my wall clippers, my Lambo clipper, and my Lambo trimmer. After I get them all out, I usually oil up each clipper just to make sure they're well lubricated, as well as running them just to make sure they're in good shape. After that, we're ready to go. As I'm picking out my hair, I usually look for all the main areas I'll be cutting the most hair off. That way, it It makes for a more time-efficient cut. And after that, I prep my wall clippers to do the job since they're my workhorse clippers. After that, it's mowing time. And although this isn't really a detailed task, I tend to take my time with it because you can always cut more hair off, but you can never add any back on. Unless you get one of those new ridiculous male wigs. Luckily, I don't really need to worry about that because my hair grows back pretty quick. Once I get to my desired hair length, it's time to start shaping up with my Lambo clippers. With these clippers, I try to focus on creating the overall shape and length of my hair so when it comes to trimming, I don't have to worry too much. As I'm cutting, I make sure I'm very careful, so if I do end up making one side uneven, I have to make a slight change up. And because I take my time, it's never really a hassle.
Hell no, to the no, 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 hell to the no.
Even though this fade may look easy to cut, ensuring that you're making straight movements is a lot harder than it looks. Especially in the back, because sometimes the mirror and the angle that you're looking at it may not help unless you got great lighting. Creating that flat landscape on the top of my head also requires a detailed eye, because after you start picking out your hair, you instantly see all the uneven areas you actually weren't focused on. And being focused when it comes to haircuts is probably one of the number one skills you need to have if you're actually serious about cutting your own hair. Alright, so now that the hard part is out of the way, time for the main event. Edge up in the fade. This is where my trusty edge trimmers and guards come to play. Using the biggest guards first is the best thing to do because, like I said before, you can always cut more hair off, but you can never add any back. And with these, I usually only use them for the small detail job of creating my fade. That way, I begin with the longest length I want it to be and gradually work my way down so it successfully blends. This is usually my quickest job because I never try to overcomplicate it. If I ever wanted anything more professional, I would go to a trusted barber so I know it gets done right. But now that you've seen the process, time for the final result. And to give you a full picture of the transformation, here's a quick before and after. So, now that y'all been able to see the final result, what y'all think? Let me know in the comments. I know it's not professional grade, I know, but until I get at least 2 professional grade clippers and trimmers, I'm not finna look for perfection at all, because I know with the 3 clippers and trimmers that I do have, they get the job done as far as shape ups and touch ups is concerned. So I'm definitely satisfied with how I'm able to do it and what I have. Hopefully I did well enough for y'all to, at least like the video and follow and support me on my other social medias, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, just to, stay in touch with my daily improvements. I would love to see y'all, support me and help me grow as far as this YouTube space is concerned. But that's gonna be the end of today's video. Hopefully y'all liked it. Until next time, peace.